Hi and welcome to another episode of Peacemake TV. In today's video, we're going to be jumping into WooCommerce and taking a look at how we can create more complicated multi-variation products. Now in the previous video, we've taken a look at setting up variations. We looked at creating one simple variation for a product. However, that's not always relevant. So say for example, you've got a product you want to have size and color, and there are only certain iterations or combinations of that available. Well, we can do that inside WooCommerce pretty straightforward and easy. So in this video, I'm going to take you step by step through the entire process of how to set up all those different variations and apply them to products. So let's just jump into WooCommerce and take a look. So I've jumped over into my WordPress dashboard and we're ready to start setting up these attributes. So the first thing we need to do is create the attribute and the attribute groups to make sure that we've got everything in place before we apply that to a product. To do that, pretty straightforward. All we do is just jump over to products and we come down to attributes. So the first thing we've done is we've got color already set up in here from the previous video. So we now need to put in something to do with the sizes. So the first thing we're going to do is give this a name. So this is our first attribute group that we're going to create. So we say size, click add attribute. You can see that adds it into the list of attributes we've got. Final thing we need to do is configure the terms that are associated with that particular attribute group. So if we go and click on configure terms, we can go through now and just add in some sizes. So let's just do your normal small, medium, large, and extra large. So small, medium, large, and XL. So there's our sizes ready. So we've done what we need to do. If you want to add more attributes in here, you can easily do that. Or if you want to create more attribute groups, you can do that depending upon the product you're selling. So now we've done that, let's go and find a product where we can start applying these different attribute groups to it. So let's come back to all products. And we're going to use this Patient Ninja as an example. So let's just come in and edit that product. So we need to do a couple of things. At the moment, it's set as a simple product. We need to change that to allow us to create the variation groups that we want. So what we need to do is click on Simple Product, come down to Variable Product, and you can see now that opens up some additional options on the left-hand side. What we've got is attributes and variations. Now, before we can apply any variations, we have to tell WooCommerce what attributes we want to assign to this particular product. So let's just come in and add in an attribute. So we've got add custom attributes. So we'll click on there and you can see we've got color and size. So these are the attribute groups we've already created. So let's add size in first of all, add that. We'll leave that as is and we'll just come up and we'll say add color in, add that there as well. So now we've done that, we need to do a couple more things. We need to tell it we want to use these for the variations. And we also need to go in and select what terms are going to be used. Now, if you have variation terms that are not going to be used with this particular product, you can go through and just choose the ones that are available for this product. So you may not have all colors available. You might have a smaller selection. Well, you can just pick and choose. For this example, though, I'm simply going to click on Select All for both of those. And you can see that adds everything in. If I wanted to get rid of any of those, I can simply click on the X next to the name and it'll disappear from there. So let's just save those attributes, making sure that we've got visible on the product page and used for variations. So we've saved that. So we now need to start grouping those variations together. So let's just jump over the variations tab. You can see at the moment, everything is left blank. All we're going to do is say add variation. We're not going to say create variation from all attributes because I want to show you how to specifically assign things yourself. So if you did have a ton of attributes and everything was going to be associated, then you could do that. And that would then create all combinations in one go without you having to do it. But I want to show you the manual way of doing it so you'll know how to do it if you want to sort of fine tune what is available. So let's click on add variation and then say go. So that'll create our first grouping for variations. Now you see once we've done that, we've now got default form values and we can click on there and we can choose first of all the color and first of all the size, then the color. If you leave those blank as they are at the moment, there'll be no default value selected, so the end user has to pick exactly what they want. If you want something to be the default, for example, a black t-shirt in medium, then you can simply assign that by doing medium and black. So there we go. That's all you need to do. For this, I'm going to set those to be unselected. So you can see now we've got the variation in there. So we've got any size, any color for our first variation. Well, let's just say we want this to be large and we want this to be in black. hit Save Changes. Let's add another variation in there. We're now going to say we want this to be a medium in black. Save our changes. Finally, we'll click on Go Again, and this time we'll have small in black. Save our changes. Add another variation in there, and let's just say we want this to be large in green, and hit Save Changes. So we've now created 4 different variations. So the t-shirt is available in green in large, and in black in small, medium, and large. Now if we want to, we can get in and fine-tune all the different parameters that are associated with each one of these combinations. So we expand that out by clicking on it. You can see it's enabled. We can apply a different image if we want to. So if we wanted to have a photograph of this t-shirt in green as opposed to being black or grey or whatever it is, we could easily do that by choosing the image on there. If there's a different price associated with it, we can assign a regular price and a sale price if we need to. And also we can manage stock based upon this. And as you can see, we've got some other options like the shipping class if it's different to what the parent product is going to be, or if you want to add a specific description to this particular product. I'm going to leave all those as they are except for the variation price, which I'm going to say that this one is, for example, 20. But these ones are all going to be 15 because there's more of these in stock, for example. So all I'm going to do is just change the variation prices to be 15. Okay, so we've created our 4 variations, assigned the different parameters we want for each one of those variations. All we're going to do now is come up, hit Update to make sure we commit those, save those to the product. We can now jump over and take a look at the product on the front end of the site and see these in action. Okay, so here's our product on the front end of the site, and as you can see, because we've got different prices associated with it, it shows the price range. So some of the t-shirts are £15, some of them are £20, so you can see this now shows us that. We've now got our 2 options as well, our size and our colour. So let's just say, for example, we choose green as our colour. When we click to expand the size, you'll see only the variation option that's available is pickable. So we don't have small and medium and XL listed in there because they're not available for this product. So for example, now if we change that to be the black for the color of the t-shirt, you can see large, medium and small are available. If we click on there, you can see that now gives us the price underneath and allows us to add that to the basket. We can also clear that to get rid of it, and you'll see we can't actually add anything to the basket until we make those choices. So they are mandatory choices. Without sort of choosing something, you can't move on and purchase that product. And that really is all there is to creating more complex variations for variable products in WooCommerce. Hope you found the video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified every time we upload a new video. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback on this video, or anything else like you see covered in future videos, please pop those in the comment section below. And until next time, take care.